will life be any better with AI? I have my doubts. Life will always have its contradictions, its problems, and its downsides. Hi, I'm research psychologist Roger Follansbee. Let's talk about artificial intelligence. It seemed as if it were just the other day, thinkers and sociologists, speculators of all kinds, psychologists, began to take notice. It had slowly risen to the surface, and we were intrigued. We were even fascinated. First in little bits and pieces, then in more comprehensive ways. Artificial intelligence was turning heads. It was even turning a tummy or two, and it was only the beginning. We were told that artificial intelligence wouldn't be able to walk or talk, fry corn dogs or dance hip-hop, at least not right away. But then we'd only been given a glimpse into what AI might do to our tomorrows. Indeed, it's the future of AI that puts us all on general alert. We're captivated by this new man-made miracle tool. And yet, as we learn more questions begin to surface. Will we be able to keep this thing under control? AI could be our chance to really spread our wings. But can we fly this thing? Will we still be in the pilot seat? We've known for some time now that humans are problem solvers. And I agree. Sometimes our solutions have been a little on the brutal side. Yet life's hurdles are consistently jumped over, and our goals are met. Even as our problems become increasingly complicated, we continue to solve them. So the question is this: with the advent of AI, will any of this change? Will AI stop us from being who we are or change the way we've lived since the beginning of time? Or will AI do away with the need for humanity itself? Will the dawn of this new invention completely change us? The discovery of how we are psychologically structured, or what I've called structured psychology, has finally allowed us to uncover one simple truth. We humans are relational dependent beings. As a matter of fact, without relational activity, life wouldn't be possible at all. Full stop. The way we relate to others, coupled with our complex genetic makeup, accounts for the extreme differences that exist between all of us. No one is like anyone else. And only on occasion do one's likes and preferences, fears and concerns line up with another's. Life has always been relational, diverse, and oscillating, and our genetic makeup often puts us just one door away from a conflict of one type or another. We live thanks to the relationships we have, yet the same relational activity that is life-giving for one may be life-threatening for another. That's why our world is as confrontational as it's always been. No advanced living being's genetic background is exactly like another's. And the differences between each one of our needs and goals will always lead us to conflict, a fact that should surprise no one. As a psychological researcher, all of these matters concern me, and they do so to the point of exhaustion. I wonder, for example, what it will be like when AI becomes a dominant force in all of our lives. Will we always be the problem solvers we are famous for being? Will we continue to be the primary movers of our own futures? Will AI give us an extra push forward, or will it stop us dead in our tracks? Structured psychology says that one of life's essential tools is our well-honed ability to neutralize life's contradictions, and to do so, by and large, successfully. At the same time, we're told that AI will be poised to instantly devise better plans to solve those problems and achieve those goals. And yet, might that very promise subconsciously lead us to suspect that AI is, therefore, the problem itself? Maybe we see AI as a threat to our own personal problem-solving capabilities. Or is there something even more threatening about AI that's giving us the jitters? According to structured psychology, either we're able to perceive a certain degree of continuance to our lives, or our lives simply cannot continue. In other words, we are future-dependent beings. So whatever happens, if we take humanity's future away, humanity in its entirety might go away at the same time. Perhaps this is the fear that's been keeping us up at night. Then again, did electronic adding machines and sophisticated scientific calculators abolish our need for mathematicians? No, they didn't. The mathematicians of yesterday could continue being mathematicians. Calculators have been a time-saving tool, making the mathematician's life easier and more productive. In a more general sense, and thanks to the Industrial Revolution, life for the human race has become easier and more productive. That said, we are still confronted with daily problems, relational contradictions, to which we find solutions, contradiction neutralizers, we call them. And life goes on. From the beginning of time, that's been our thing. That's been our bailiwick. Keep marching forward no matter what the future might bring. But then again, AI doesn't really promise us easier ways to solve any problems that may appear in the future. It promises that AI itself will do all the problem solving without us. The way some imagine it, we'll be sitting in the background somewhere as spectators, and not at all on center stage as leaders of tomorrow. So, is that it? Will AI do it all? We already know that AI is programmed to eliminate any number of jobs, and it's already doing just that. For example, writers, be they journalists or novelists, historians, they're already watching AI outperform them. Will AI also do a number on other human skills like graphic and product designers, architects, video game authors, interior stylists, and even psychologists? That's what they say. All those jobs will be in the able hands of some future AI system or device. It's also predicted that AI will quickly take over a company's consumer relations and the jobs that product managers, factory workers used to do. But hold on, what about automobile mechanics, plumbers, electricians, landscape gardeners, and all those home maintenance personnel we're familiar with? Will AI accommodate the needs of everyone's everyday life? How about commercial flying or the simple cleaning of one's home? How about doing the work that today's highly skilled nurses and physicians do? Don't tell me that AI has that on its takeover list. So there you have it. That's what worries us all. Sooner or later, we imagine AI will successfully reach most of its goals and ultimately render the human being as a secondary product of life. But is that even possible? Will the advent of AI mean the end of humanity? Is that what we're looking at? Should we already understand ourselves as damaged goods, ready to be thrown out with all that other fashionable toys of our time? I don't think so. As a matter of fact, AI may be the future itself, a future that has no bounds. And yet, just like we did when we heard about the very first washing machine, saw the first commercial airplane fly in the sky, or watched as we landed on the moon, We all simply applauded mankind's outstanding capabilities, our outstanding capabilities. Perhaps a more interesting question might be, will life be any better with AI? I have my doubts. Life will always have its contradictions, its problems, and its downsides. AI won't be able to reduce the pain, for example, of a loved one's death, a broken relationship. It won't calm someone's nerves or lovingly rub them on their back, giving them human support or reinforce their desire to move on. Maybe because of AI, our lives won't be going anywhere other than where they've been going since humanity first got its start. And for good reason. We will always need affirmation of our relational activity. And we will always value information provided by another human being more than that originating from a machine. AI may give us advice and help us make better choices, but it will never give us those human responses that are so vital to our psychological well-being. Indeed, who's to say that AI won't pave the way for an entirely new future? Only this time, one that solves problems that for centuries have led us to a blank wall. After all, it's said that AI will very quickly become more intelligent than the smartest human. And while that may be true, hopefully all that will happen in positive and productive ways. Wait a minute. There's that other frightening aspect of artificial intelligence. For example, won't AI eliminate the lion's share of today's jobs, just like we said before? It looks like it will. As a matter of fact, it already has started, and this thing has just gotten underway. That said, at the same time, AI will forcibly open up new job opportunities that weren't available to us before, and older ones that AI simply can't eliminate. For example, how about leadership roles? Won't they remain a part of the human condition in general, come what may? And then there's mental health. Humans will continue to need other humans to interact with them to reach emotionally stable solutions. Even while AI may someday reach such levels of intellectual dexterity and even have the capacity to replace the emotional understanding and complexity of the human being, I think it would be safe to bet dollars to donuts that humans will always prefer other humans to interact with, especially when one's emotional world is turned upside down. And let's not forget all those master craftsmen, those geniuses who are genetically born with hand-eye and brain coordination. They'll easily escape AI's threat. And how about this world's spiritual leaders, those who are destined to guide the transcendent needs and wants of humanity? It will be a real challenge to convince other humans that a machine can do what they do, be as sensitive as they are to the ebb and flow of human emotions. This includes the study and teaching of all emotionally driven human concerns, from therapists to spiritual leaders of all kinds. And of course, the medical profession in general, doctors and nurses, orderlies and administrators. AI will try to eliminate them, but still, there will always be nothing like the human touch. It wouldn't surprise me at all if the actual presence of real live humans increases exponentially as AI increases its hold on everyday life. And then there's the obvious, the creation and management of all AI tools themselves. Here, I'm referring to the development and maintenance of anything and everything related to artificial intelligence in general. Robots of all kinds and varieties, including manufacturing devices, home companions, and even those AI-made devices that our next generations will find stimulating or entertaining or informative. Remember, no matter how this new AI-centered life may play out, AI was originally a man-made tool and utterly dependent on its creators. It remains obvious, therefore, that in the distant future, AI-generated machines may take over the creation and management of other AI machines. And yet, it also seems obvious that AI creators will make sure that whatever they are responsible for innovating will remain somehow or in some way human dependent. There's no putting back AI in its box now, and it will still be up to us and our political, business, and scientific leaders to ensure our futures. We've got to rely on those who are driven to exploit the marvels of AI and hope that they can be trusted to serve the human cause while leaving their personal goals aside. Our futures must continue to be up to us, not AI. If our concerns about AI correspond to any kind of reality at all, we can only hope that it will always be the human race that steers the way, while AI tells us the best way to get where we'd like to go. Thank you for watching.
Understand why we all think, feel, and do the things we do. Read It's Not Your Fault by Roger Stolensby. Link in the comments below.